All right, everybody, it's your boy Genius. I still have the Hellcat, still the same day, still under the weather. So if I slur my speech, I have a bad sinus infection. So give me a break. Hellcat 380. If you're landing on this video, go check out the initial thought video I done, 100 rounds. I did some accuracy shootings, alternating between the targets. And you can see what I thought about it. What I thought about it initially, and not being enamored at all with the 9mm version of this, any of the different versions of the 9mm. But I know people will want to see me compare this to the 380 Bodyguard, which I will do, although this is a little bit bigger, has a little bit better feature set, I would say. And although I believe they just released a optic ready version of the Bodyguard. Can you believe that? I don't know how they're going to get that up on that slide. But either way, there were those that said they had issues with running certain ammunition through their Bodyguard. I ran every type of ammunition I could think to run through the Bodyguard, never had any ammunition problems, although most of them said they had issues with flat nose, and most of the ones that said that said it was the Winchester white box flat nose. So as you can see here, there's 24 missing out of that. I believe that's right, 13 and 11, 24 missing out of that. And I do have both these magazines loaded up with the flat nose ammunition, and I'm going to run both of these magazines through the gun. Then I'm going to put some of this AAC through it, which is ball ammo. I'm going to put some of this PMC bronze, and then I'm going to do Hornady critical defense, which, believe it or not, I've had more problems with this ammunition in more guns than any other defensive ammunition. And that's why typically I will just stick with the HST, okay? It's my go-to for my defensive ammunition. Also going to put some of this 380 XTP from Hornady through it as well. Also some Fiocchi Defense Dynamics 90 grain. And the only one I have that's higher than 90 grain is the AAC. Looks like the rest of it is, the only one I have higher than 90 grain is the AAC, and it's 95 grain. All right, and so I'm gonna try to get 100 rounds through it today to make it 200. And then I'm just gonna have to start doing the comparison. The only two I'm gonna compare it to is the 365 from SIG and the Bodyguard, of course, two very popular models. I might bring out the my Burst Thunder. I don't know, but I don't really have any other 380s to compare it to. But through those comparisons and things of that nature, I'm gonna try to at least get 400 rounds or so through the gun, and that's it. I mean, I'm going to start out with this flat nose here. I'm going to run both of these magazines. I'll shut the camera off, reload with the AAC. We'll move to the PMC bronze, and then we'll start with the defensive ammunition and see how it runs all the ammo. And before I get started doing that, as always, I want to invite each and every one of you to know Jesus Christ is your Savior. None of what you do in your entire life, nothing, no matter how good or how bad it is, none of it matters if you die and go to hell. The Bible says, what does it profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his own soul? That is a very good question, a question you should ask yourself. Take care of that today. If you're not sure, if you've procrastinated, don't do that anymore. Today is the day of salvation. Reach out to Amanda and I, gsquaredtactical@gmail.com, and allow us to share the great news, the saving great news of the gospel of Jesus Christ. If you like what we do, I promise you, I know I've said it a lot, but the only way we're going to continue to be able to do what we do at the level we do it is with your support, because the higher our subscriber count gets, the more tyrannical YouTube has become about demonetizing our videos. And still 78% of the people, actually a little more, that watch our videos are not subscribed. So if you're watching, hit the subscribe button. It actually helps more than, you know, your monetary support. But if you want to go over to Patreon, you can click on the link in the corner of the screen. You can support us over there, $5, $10, $20, $30, $40 a month, whatever you want to do. It will all go back into the channel. We also have a website at .com. Also click on the link in the corner of the screen. You get over there, you can pick up some merchandise, or you can click on the 3 lines in the left hand corner of the screen. When the scroll pops down, click on support the channel, pick a tier. You will have to wipe out, got me a yellow jacket again. You will have to wipe out the pre-inserted amount in the box, but you can put in there whatever you want to put in there. And one-time donation, it's not reoccurring. And you can cancel over on Patreon anytime you want. And it all will go back into the channel. It has no choice to buy this ammunition. This 380 is not cheap, and this $600 pistol was not cheap. So I'm going to shoot these 2 mags of the white box, the notorious, the infamous, should I say, white box Winchester flat nose. See how it goes. Get both of them. Missed a couple after that smoke started getting up in there. See if I can adjust my grip a little bit and stop hitting that slide lock. Ate all the flat nose, no problem. I'll put some more of that flat nose through it when I do the comparison videos with the other guns. I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna shut the camera off, reload some of these other ones, and get right at it. All right, I have the AAC. As you can see, there are 24 rounds missing out of that. AAC 95 grain. Not going to talk too much about it, just going to put these through it. It'll be 48 after this. I'll probably just put 13 or so through with the PMC bronze so that I can run some more of this defensive ammo, because I don't really want to run more than 200 trying to conserve the ammunition. But I'm going to do these 2 with the AAC. Definitely feel a little bit difference in the hit with the 95 grain. Change your grip, Gene. There you go. AAC, no problem. This ammo has been sitting in my safe for a really long time. It's got some kind of crud on the brass. Either way, ate it right up. As that smoke begins to just loom over my targets, it makes it a lot more difficult for sure. So now I'm going to load up the PMC bronze, do the same thing, and we'll get on the defensive ammo. All right, I got a call for work, so it's been about 45 minutes since I did the AAC, but I have the PMC bronze. I have 13 rounds, as you can see, missing from this box, 13 rounds. Complete transparency here at G Squared Tactical. And then I have the 11 round magazine with 2 extras here of the Hornady Critical Defense. Let's see here, let's see if I can get a good picture of that. Critical Defense from Hornady, got the little red tips on them things. I often make jokes about people going out buying a gun, running a 50 round box of white box Winchester through it, and then getting some red tip Hornadys and slamming in there, and that's all they'll ever shoot the gun. But surprisingly, I've had quite a few issues with the Critical Defense over the years. I always attributed it to that polymer tip somehow or another. Just I have had issues with them getting hung up on the feed ramp. Don't know, that's happened in quite a few guns for me. But either way, right now I'm putting 13 rounds of PMC bronze. You know what, let's just go ahead and make it 14 rounds of the PMC bronze here. And I think that'll be 48. What is that, 58, 62, something like that. So it'll be 62 rounds. And then I'm gonna put these, what would be 13 rounds of the Critical Defense, and then I'll do the range dynamics, or I'm sorry, defense dynamics, and I will do the Hornady XTP, which I've had some good success with this stuff. Still like the HST better though. So let's just do the PMC bronze right fast. Don't expect to have any issues with it. It's always been good ammunition for me. All right, so I'm gonna put 2 rounds with the critical defense here so I can put these 2 extra here in the magazine. All right, put these 2 in there. Critical defense from Hornady. Rode the slide lock on that. Well, no problem. No problem. Not every gun I've had problems with that stuff, but quite a few of them have. So I have the Fiocchi Defense Dynamics here, 90 grain, 975 foot per second. Get this stuff out of here. See if I can drop out enough to put in one of these magazines. This is jacketed hollow point. Put 13 of them in here. Again, I know I'm just running rounds. Doesn't seem I'm doing a whole lot. But like I've said so many times before, I watched so many YouTube videos before I started doing my own channel. And I just left the video feeling like I didn't really know too much. Like, you know, how much... I mean, I don't know. It's hard for me to explain what I'm trying to say, actually. I just, you know, I saw some guy showcasing themselves, talking, overlaying the talking with, you know, with some shooting. And, I mean, he told me what he was shooting, but didn't actually show it to me. Didn't say, oh, here's the ammo, here's me loading it up. And so, does it make for better videos? I mean, sure. I mean, it makes for more entertaining videos. There's no doubt about that. But did I get anything? I never felt like I did. I never felt like I got anything from it. And a lot of times I feel like maybe they were not being truthful because they cut camera a lot. This is the Hornady. I keep on forgetting that. So it's the XTP. Also 90 grain, putting that in the 11 round mag, and I put the Defense Dynamics in the 13 round. But I just always left feeling as though I didn't know if I could trust what I was being told. And sadly, I found that out to be 100% true more times than I wanted to find that out, okay? So here I don't break camera. Maybe the videos are a little bit long. Maybe there's too much rambling. On the regular, people tell me to shut up and shoot. Like I can't even explain to you how often that happens in the comment section. But I'm purposely trying not to break camera, so you just don't have to take my word for it that it ran this stuff. You actually can see that it did. Okay. And so anyway, got the 13 rounds of the 90 grain, 95 or 975 foot per second, the Defense Dynamics jacketed hollow point from Fiocchi, and then I have 11 of the XTP. Am I saying that right? XTP from Hornady. And after that, what was that, 64? I don't know. I'll do that math later. We'll figure that up in a minute. I have to get my phone for that one. So let's start out with the Fiocchi here. I kind of expected that. I've never really carried Fiocchi. This is just all I could find in jacketed hollow point on a moment's notice. But I've never shot that accurately with Fiocchi ammunition in general. I've actually had some issues with some of their ammunition. But when it comes to their defensive ammunition, I've just never shot as accurately with it as I have other defensive options. So this is the Hornady. So there you have it. It ran that. So let me grab my phone. It's in my back pocket here, because that's how bad I stink it, man. So we had 64 plus 13 plus 11. That's 88 rounds. So we've got to get out. So I'll just do the, so what do I need? 12 more, is that right? You know I'm really bad at math. So I'm gonna put 12 more rounds through this thing, so that it's got 200 rounds through it all together in total. I'm putting the Fiocchi through there. It's all I have left. I've run the white box flat nose. I've run the range dynamics. I've run the PMC, the AAC, the Hornady, the Fiocchi, and the critical defense from Hornady. So what is that? 10. I dropped one on the ground. 11 and 12. And I'll run all these in the comparison videos as well. It's a little sluggish popping in on that one. Might end up having to put some oil on it. It's a little bit dry. No cleaning, no oiling. Haven't had any malfunctions. It ran all of the ammunition that I put through it today. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoy the videos. I hope they help you make a decision on whether or not you want to buy it. It really has been a fun gun to shoot. I am impressed where I otherwise did not believe I would be. Thanks again so much for watching. It's free to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And as always, to God only be the glory.